Today, I'll be sharing 3 AR experience ideas in this proposal. My first idea is called Inclusive Vision. It's an app that lets people see the world through someone else's vision. This app lets users experience how people with different conditions like dyslexia, color blindness, or anxiety sees the world. The problem statement is, even though accessibility is talked about a lot, it's still hard for students, designers, or educators to really understand what it's like to live with sight problems. Without that experience, designs and learning spaces fall short in addressing real accessibility needs. So this app is for design students and teachers exploring accessibility, schools teaching inclusive design, and anyone who wants to learn how people with different cognitive or perceptual conditions perceive the world. Here's how this app works. First, users pick a lens, for example, color blindness or anxiety. Once the users have chosen a lens, the AR camera transforms what you see to simulate the experience. As users explore, small prompts like imagine reading every sign like this will appear to help users reflect or better understand what everyday life feels like for someone with that condition. What this app solves is that it provides a hands-on tool for exploring inclusive design. It turns abstract accessibility concepts into experiences users can actually feel. Through that experience, it aims to foster a more inclusive design thinking and deeper empathy between people. My second idea is called What's Your Name Again? An app that helps people to remember someone they met. This AR app identifies faces and displays saved names and personal details to help users recall people they've met. The problem statement is many individuals find it difficult to recall names and personal details of people they meet, and forgetting names or personal details can make conversations feel awkward. It's a common challenge, especially in networking situations or for those dealing with memory difficulties or social anxiety. The target audience for this app is, firstly, university clubs and societies, where people often meet many new members and need a simple way to remember names and faces. Next, business professionals, who network frequently and want an easier way to recall context and key details. It's also useful for lecturers and educators, helping them remember students' names and backgrounds more efficiently. And finally, individuals with memory challenges or social anxiety, who may find recalling faces and details especially difficult in social settings. Here's how the app works. First, the user points the camera at the person and takes a photo. Then, users will have to manually enter the person's name, and optionally, they could add details like age, role, or personal notes. The next time the user points the camera at the same person, the app will automatically matches the face with the saved record in its database. Then, an AR overlay will appear, showing the person's name and key information. If the user taps on that AR label, more details or notes will be displayed. What does this app solve? First, users no longer have to repeatedly ask for someone's name. The app remembers it for them. It also enhances networking by helping users recall key details about the people they've met, making interactions smoother and more personal. And finally, it provides support for individuals with memory difficulties or social anxiety, helping them cope with social situations with greater confidence. And this is the third idea, which is the main idea that I will be focusing on and developing it later on. The third idea is Mind the Moment, Calm the Commute. It's an AR app that makes waiting at public transport platforms more fun and interactive, turning idle time into a shared and playful experience. The problem statement is many commuters feel uneasy about interacting with people in public transport environments. The setting often feels impersonal, and people rarely make eye contact or starting conversations, assuming others also prefer to stay distant. This creates a sense of isolation and hesitation to connect. This app is targeted at students looking for casual companionship or someone to share their MRT rides with, commuters who feel shy or anxious about asking for help, and individuals who simply want to make their waiting time more meaningful by sharing music, doodles, or short reflections. Here's how this app works. Firstly, the Leave a Trace feature allows commuters to share short reflection, doodle, or even the song they're listening to. Next, there will be soft floating visuals, for example, light particles or sound waves, which are visible through the AR view, and users can interact with this or even draw their own. There will be also an optional feature where users can send friend requests and start direct conversations with others they connect with. What this app solves is that it turns isolated waiting time into a shared expressive experiences. It encourages gentle social interaction without forcing conversation. And most importantly, it enhances the empathic atmosphere of public transport stations and reminds users that people around them aren't just strangers, but potential companions waiting to be discovered. So this is my sketches for this idea. Firstly, This is the home page users see when they enter the app. By tapping the lift and trace button, a popover will appear and show several interactive features. Here, users can share their profile and pin it at a specific spot, allowing others to send them friend requests. They can also play music, write short texts, or draw directly in the AR camera view. Next, by pressing the camera button, users can capture a screenshot of their AR view, including any drawings or visual elements they've added. When users tap the chat icon, they can browse profiles of nearby commuters and send friend requests to start a conversation. Moving on to the Explore page, this section displays articles, AR navigation guides from the station to nearby destinations, and tips to help users find commuting partners or enhance their travel experience. Lastly, the profile page allows users to customize their personal settings, update their information, and manage how they appear to others within the app. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.